So Charles, you're going to make something with chayote.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna. Luckily, we found some shrimp with heads on. That's a big plus.
Right. But you cut the heads off.
Well, because I want to cook this a long time so I can get the flavor out of it. And I don't want to overcook that, so I separate them. I wish I could keep them together.
Yeah.
But really, the dry shrimp is going to add a lot of flavor, and you got to do it in component because this will soak up a lot of the sauce. So we're going to start with...
And these are the glass noodles.
Glass noodle.
And these are dried shrimp that you've soaked?
Right. Glass noodle is mung bean. Mung bean noodle. They're not made from rice, so they're clear. And dry shrimp is just really sort of like sun-dried tomato, if you can imagine. You can taste like the clothes lying on them, you know.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.
No, it just really adds a lot of flavor.
So I put a little oil in it. I like to use a little clay pot here because then you keep everything nice and warm.
And you have kind of a low flame under that?
Yeah, anytime you deal with ceramic, you can't really kind of... Never stick this in cold water.
Right.
You know, the shock will break them. This is a nice Japanese one. They use good clay.
Right.
So
here come the shrimp heads.
Yeah. Just going to brown them. Maybe we can turn up the fire a little bit.
All right.
And I had some chicken stock, and I took some shrimp shell and threw in there so I can steal some more flavor from there. So I'm going to trap everything.
Right, you're just getting all the intensified flavor there.
Yeah. And the chayote is cut in little pieces, and you want to cook these. Browning these also help too. So we're just going to go and let this thing kind of heat it up a little, and once it turns color, nice and brown, you can see the roe coming out with the shrimp. Often, you know, frozen shrimp or shrimp, they don't keep the head because there's chemical that breaks the shrimp down very quickly.
Oh, really?
But really the flavor is just there, you know. Yeah. And also frozen shrimp tends to stay alive a little longer, but I always encourage if you can get a hold of wild shrimp, and especially with New Orleans and supporting your local shrimper. I mean, you're paying 3 times more, but I think it's well worth it getting wild shrimp.
And the oil is taken on a beautiful kind of an orange color, and it smells terrific. So in goes that peeled and cut up chayote.
Right.
And a little chicken stock that's intensified with those shells.
Right. You should always have chicken stock in your kitchen. Chicken stock, pork stock. I would, make them, freeze them. If you have to buy canned one, try to stay away from the one with the MSG in it.
Right.
So I'm going to bring that up to temperature, cook it down, and once the shrimp, the chayote it's flavorful. And the whole trick here is making that broth yummy, because this will suck up the broth, the glass noodle. So you want the glass noodle to have a lot of flavor. So that's the idea of like braising. And the last minute I throw in the shrimp, so I don't want to overcook the shrimp.
And would this be served in small bowls?
No, most of the way we eat is we like to eat it with rice and everything in the center, family style. So you just take what you can consume, and you don't put it on a plate. I mean, I like to keep. That's the whole point of keeping the clay pot. When you go to the table, the pot continue to keep warm and keep the thing a lot warm. The heat dissipate much slower because of ceramic. And if you like, you can add on some Thai chili and make it a little spicier. But this dish tends, I like them a little bit mild. I don't want it to be spicy. Really, just get the can taste the shrimp, the oil, and the.
You like it?
I don't know. The question is, would you buy it? And glass noodle, also, it's a tricky one because, some brands are better than another. But unfortunately, you're dealing with stuff that, you know, they're still very small cottage industry coming over from Asia. That you just got to be really, you know, buy in small batches and test it out.
And what do you think of these? You happy with these?
Yeah, I think you know, the bad one like would just completely disintegrate and break. You know, and there's not a lot of regulation. I mean, they're just bad. I mean, they won't kill you. It's just that it's not very. You don't get this nice strands, and, you know. So I think these are ready to go.
It looks beautiful.
Simple, yeah?
Heat off?
Yeah.
All right.
Heat off. Yeah,
Oh, that looks beautiful.
It's a funny trick with noodle. When you eat the stock, when you taste the stock, you don't think it's salty. I mean, you think it's okay, enough salt. But so when you put noodles, sometimes the noodle need more salt. So you gotta taste it with, you know.
Good?
Yeah, it needs a little bit more.
A little bit more fish sauce.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see if I can get this thing.
Is this for me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm lucky. Oh, it's wonderful. It has a real deep kind of flavor.
Yeah.
Really nice. Charles, thank you so much.
All right.